Now by Sunday, we should warm up into the 30s, but Sunday night, it's going to get cold again ahead of some winter storm chances and the chance for freezing rain and ice. So let's talk about Monday morning, because this is what everyone's focused on. We're cold and dry for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But by Monday, rain will start to move in, and as temperatures drop closer to freezing during the coldest time of the day, which is in the early morning hours, we will watch a lot of freezing rain take over. A lot of questions on how long this will last and how heavy it will be. That really impacts how much ice you get. If the rain's coming down too heavily, that's too much water for things to freeze. But if it's either light or a moderate pace, you can rack up some ice pretty significantly. Ice will continue there for 7 a.m., 8 a.m. most likely, not really ending until the late morning time frame and into the afternoon. That's the one piece of really good news that we have to share with you. Ice is never good news, but as temperatures warm up later in the day, especially in the afternoon, this rain, just normal plain old rain, should melt a lot of that ice, but it's in that morning that we've really got to watch as the ice will start to come through. So let's talk about a couple details that we think. These things can change and alter a little bit as we get closer, because we're still, 3.5 days before the event comes in. We think the ice will start somewhere around 4 a.m. Monday morning, and then we're going to get generally 4 to 8 hours of freezing rain. It's a pretty long window, but it is shorter compared to what we originally were thinking. But that's just enough to make things really slick across 5 country. The good news, though, in the afternoon, we will melt a lot of the ice. So what kind of impacts will this be, and how severe of a storm will this be? Well, we've had a lot of storms here on the edge of the scale. 1.5 to 2 inches. Those are those big storms that we had. Were without power for over a week for many across 5 country. We're down the scale, kind of minor to moderate impact. Generally, about 1/4 of an inch is probably a decent estimate. Some of us getting a little bit less, some of us a little bit more. But we'll probably, with 1/4 of an inch, you can easily get some power outages for about 24 hours. But roads will become slick, and bridges can easily become dangerous. Here's another way to look at the ice accumulation. It's mainly for western Arkansas and eastern Oklahoma. We can't catch a break. But generally 1/10 to 1/4. Everyone gets something different, and we've got a couple days to chew on this forecast as we approach Monday morning. But we do have that yellow weather alert in effect for Monday. Very slick conditions will be possible in the morning, but the good news is that in the afternoon, we will warm up to the upper 30s, maybe some 40s, which will really help to melt a lot of that ice, but could turn really slick to start the week.